Hello YouTube! Okay, so today I'm doing one more redraw of old card designs for my Etsy shop. To be honest, I was never completely satisfied with the artwork for this design, but I did like the text and I liked the idea, and people it shows were still buying it, so I did keep it up. But as soon as I knew that I was going to do some redraws for this whole reopening card updating thing, I knew this was definitely going to be on the list. If you're interested, my Etsy shop is back open now with the new cards and a few of my updated posters, so I will leave a link to that in the description box below. I'm also going to be adding new things to it, hopefully every business day this coming week, just as I finish updating the listings and getting them up. So I think the problem I had with the original for this is that it just really wasn't pushed enough. The girl is just kind of standing there, she's leaning in a little bit, and the boy's face looks kind of alarmed, but his body language doesn't really match that, and it's just not as dramatic as I wanted it to be. If you haven't seen the original card, the text on this reads, "I like you so much, I'll kill you last." So the goal is to kind of have it look sort of sweet just when you take a quick glance at it, and then you read the text and you kind of take a closer look at the figures, and then you realize it's actually kind of creepy, because that's my jam. So for this new one, I really wanted to push the expressions and get a lot more movement into the piece. So one of the hardest things to draw in this kind of chibi style is two characters where their hands or their bodies have to be interacting with each other. And basically the problem is that unless you position things really carefully, you end up with them both looking like T-Rexes trying to flail their arms at each other. Fortunately, it's something I've had a lot of practice, and cheating by things like, putting one character behind the other a little bit, or just kind of like tweaking the pose to make it not look as awkward, is something I've done a lot recently with other chibi pictures. So I feel like the lessons that I learned there really paid off in making the pose for this piece a lot more natural despite it having that kind of interaction. So overall, I'm much more pleased with the poses and expression on this piece as opposed to the original one I drew. And I don't know, it just looks more like what I imagined in my head when I was first coming up with this card idea, and that's just a really great feeling and a really great way to feel like you've improved. So the colors on the original I think were actually still pretty good. So I did cherry pick off a lot of them and then just made really minor tweaks to them to make them just a little bit more vibrant. A couple of changes I did make in the coloring stage was I simplified the robes coloring just a little bit and then added right at the end like these little sort of dark red blood stains, so that could be like another little detail you could notice and realize after you read the text and realize the card wasn't quite what it initially looked like. So that's about it for this piece, I think. As I said at the beginning, this is the last of my card redraws for my Etsy shop, so if you're getting sick of them, that should be it for a while. If there is stuff you'd really like to see on this channel, whether that's more redraws like this or other styles of art videos, please definitely let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely see what I can do. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.